what they're about to be reacting to. The problem with hood culture and hood vlogs. Now, honestly, bro, this is how I see it. Personally see like hood vlogs. It's like how people basically be streaming in prison. Like, oh, this all cool, man. I'm having a great time in prison. But whole time, that's not the case. They getting monitored 24/8. They getting told what to do. They got certain schedules that they don't make. But it's like it's the same thing. I could be wrong though. Let me know if I'm tripping. But let's see what he's talking about.
First off, let me start by saying, if a hood vlog is what your audience likes, and they don't really want to hear anything else from you, you can always go the Tommy G route, where he went from going to the hood and asking questions to being an actual investigative journalist. In other words, if you want to document crime, do it for real, man.
Content.
Stop just pulling up on these guys in front of their grandma's house and saying, "This y'all hood? Is it dangerous?" Like, damn, bro. You know that if the video gets a lot of views, you getting paid a lot of money. Most of these YouTubers are not splitting the revenue from these videos with the guys they come to interview. It's no different than the guys going on No Jumper for free. And again, there are guys who used to do this type of content that branched off and actually expanded, like Brandon Buckingham. He went from hood videos to documenting the crisis in Lebanon. And one of the problems I have with the hood vlogs is just being from a city so beautiful that it's been the set of several movies. I know that when some guy from like rural Kansas or Pennsylvania or something sees a YouTuber go to O Block, he thinks that's what the whole city looks like. I have genuinely met a Marine, a guy who stockpiles guns at his house that was afraid to.
It's like that literally everywhere, though. Everybody want to be the baddest city and the most dangerous city. You know how many before Tommy G switched over his content to whatever he do now, into like investigating police and all the extra stuff. You know how many the most dangerous city in America, the most dangerous city here, the most dangerous city there. You know how many? I guess that's what get views, but it's like that just showing a pinnacle of a beautiful city, and it's kind of messed up. I don't think there's no state in this country that is like 100% bad. Like just has a lot of gangbanging, deaths, and violence. I could be wrong though.
Chicago. And I told him like, hey bro, you know it's not even in the top 10 for the most dangerous cities in the U.S., right? I grew up in the hood, and violence is pretty easy to avoid. Because majority of the time, the people that you see getting shot,
violence is easy to avoid if you have common sense. It's straight like that, bro. Like common sense gonna get you out of many situations. It's gonna get you very far in life. Common sense. Don't forget it.
Very well what they were into, and it's also easier to exploit the young and poor. And considering the fact that most gang members are teenagers, of course it's easy to get them on camera. They think it's cool. They don't have jobs, they're kids. And these hood vlogs are not just in America. It's happening in the UK and even Germany, damn.
Germany.
Anyway, I was born in Inglewood, so I didn't know that Munchie B was a shooter back in the day. Why did this man let Adam 22 of Nashua, New Hampshire abuse him? I literally saw the man kick Munchie B, and brother, how much could Adam have possibly paid you to essentially bully you on camera?
Banned.
He literally even made a diss song about one of the Crips in LA losing his hand.
Nah, and that's also messed up, bro. You threw fireworks in somebody touch Adam. That's so messed up.
F the streets narrative. And you know it's legit when a clown like this doesn't approve of it. Like, brother, you almost 30, brother. Your name Jonathan, brother. You was supposed to be a grad student at UCLA.
Hey, we're here with Jonathan.
And you might have been if you wasn't trash at football in college. But anyway, we even got this guy who's known for covering world politics, calling O Block the most dangerous block in America, which hasn't even been close to being true in over a decade. The deadliest neighborhood in America is somewhere in New Orleans, bro. He doesn't know that because this one block managed to have a bigger press run than any influencer or rapper.
You know who did that though? Who got these people thinking that? Dirk, Dirk, Duck, Chief Keef, Von, King Von, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Years. And of course, drill started on this block with a 16-year-old kid. But here are the facts. As of January 18th, 2026, there hasn't been a single murder or even a person shot in or around O Block since July. And this
that's because police is on a highest. They got them on lockdown, super surveillance, if you didn't know.
Resulted in no fatalities. So how can the most dangerous block in America go 6 months without a shooting? I'm just saying,
feds
you
got
want
them
to
on
report on
super
crime,
surveillance
dig
since Duck
deeper
Dog.
than interviewing some random guys on the street or just making a random claim that the most famous block you know is the most dangerous. Find me a drug trafficking ring in Chinatown. Look through some federal paperwork. Give me something. Go interview Chris Brown and ask him how he a dance in Peru. Shout out to A-Damn Killer though. This is a guy from Chicago and he pulled up on 79th Street in Chicago just to troll. Which if you don't know, this is a very treacherous block no matter what part of 79th you on.
Send this to somebody from 79th. Ooh, you from 79th, ain't you? Ooh, I see you, little baby 79th. Ain't you from 79th? Ooh. Tickle, 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 tickle.
But this guy, Adam, is not a gang member. He's just a funny guy that also raps. And he literally pulled up here just to say tickle tickle. And he ain't gotta check in with nobody. It's not that bad in the city if you don't gang bang. My biggest
True.
video was about gang violence in Puerto Rico. And if I ever go out there to San Juan or Carolina, I'm passing
Now,
out money,
let's
bro.
not act like Chicago the most perfect place ever, because they was charging tourists to like $50 to take pictures with the Obama mural before they got took down. Let's not act like it's so perfect, but
I'm asking the local kids who want to go to college. I'm not pulling up to the Jordan's projects and asking them how far they hood stretch. If I'm a gang member and I pop up in your vlog showing my gun and talking shit, I'ma feel like a damn dummy when you leave my block and I don't even profit from it. Because you know some of these guys rap and they think being on your channel is gonna help them get notoriety or even blow up, but it's not 2016. They not even gonna look you up. Just like I'm not pulling up and filming a crackhead, bro. And I understand that not everybody is doing this for views. Some people are just genuinely trying to document a
'Cause it
problem
get
with boots on the
clicks.
ground, and I respect that. But every channel ain't like that. We already
It
know.
generally get
Covering
clicks,
crime
man.
isn't the problem, right? Because the crime is going on whether you've ever heard of this area or not. The problem is when you pull up and interview a bunch of teenagers and have no real purpose. It's like Adam 22 going to hoods and inviting gang members on his channel just so he can bait them into talking about people they don't like and just hoping somebody crashes out on his channel. But he doesn't even have to. On the No Jumper
Hey,
Clip
close the
channel,
door.
his biggest videos are about adult content creators. But the only thing that gets the same number of views is when a gang member crashes out. When in theory, he could just center his entire channel on adult content, but I think he just likes having gang members around. And y'all must like being around him. And I've said this before, but this
They
man
do.
gotta be a government asset or something.
bro, he gotta be paying bands to be having these people act the way that they act on these podcasts or having these people pull up. This is a gangbanging headquarter at this point for Crips and Bloods, more so the Crips, I believe.
Did your dad get a pardon from the president of the United States? Because his dad got one. Gossiping and trying to bait people into bringing up conflicts is nothing new. Back in the day, MTV used to tell cast members in reality shows to say things that they knew would cause a problem because it was good for entertainment. And hood vlogs are older than YouTube. But damn, if the guys in the hood just started vlogging themselves, it would make a lot more sense. Then your hood can monetize off of your hood, and maybe y'all could even make it out. But then again, I don't respect going to war with your own community, or any community. I understand that a lot of these guys are misled, and that's why I branch out from just covering teenage gang members, bro. I cover adults, the mafia, the triads, the guys that can't be exploited because they don't want to be on camera. Because in reality, 99% of these gang members are broke, they live at grandma's house, and when they die, their family gotta make a GoFundMe, bro. I'm just keeping it real. And something very disturbing that I've seen in a lot of these hood.
Give me 1 second, bro. I'll be right back. Alright, I had to. Just give me your CD.
Vlogs.
But no,
It's gang
yeah,
members.
bro. This is another thing with gangbanging. It's like, okay, you throw your life on the line for this block. This block not gonna have your family best interest when you gone. They not about to help your family out. They not about to pay for your funeral. In certain situations that might be different, but in a lot of them that's not the case. So why risk your life for people that don't give a fuck about what's gonna happen to you in the afterlife? Like, let's be real.
Fine as Muslim. How you gonna be a gang member and a religious man? And it's not even new.
Yeah,
this
nah.
is just like the Italian mafia. Many of these guys will
My
identify
fucking God.
as Catholic and then order a hit at the same time. They even said King Von converted to Islam before he died. Like, oh my God, man. Listen, freedom of religion and all that, I'm for it. But you can't be a religious gang member, brother. You ain't fighting for no real cause, brother.
According to the
Just like you
GDs and
can't be a-
BDs and all them pyro stones, all that extra stuff, you can convert from that. You can bang and be a Muslim at the same time. That's what they do in no, they don't do that in jail. In prison, I feel like Muslim is its own gang. I'm not calling their religion a gang, but they got their own group of people that they ride with, that they pray with on a day-to-day basis, straight like that.
shark
that's
and
okay.
extortionist and a man of God, brother. Tony Soprano
That is
was a
crazy
fictional
though, bro.
character, but he was for the most part an atheist, which made sense considering he was out here killing people. And here's a message to all the people saying, the people who make videos about the hood are part of the problem. Brother, if that was true, then explain to me why the murder rate was higher before the internet existed. It's almost like violent crime went down because there are more ways to make money now. There's a kid from the north side of Chicago who, at 16, was told by a guy 15 years older than him to shoot a rival gang member. He ended up catching a murder charge, but due to his youth and the fact that the police wanted the grown man who ordered the hit behind bars more than this kid, he got out, became an entrepreneur, and even started a youth mentor group in the city. What's part of the problem is parents that don't keep track of their kids, and also the parents with no common sense.
Poor parenting is a big part that plays up in these situations.
And kids who don't have common sense, because no matter
They
what,
look for guidance, but they can't find guidance because their parents are too busy getting high off drugs, or they're too busy at work. Therefore, they go see what's the next big thing. They see a group of people that look fun, that look like it's a loving group, and then boom. Now I gangbang because I wanted family and unity. I couldn't find it at home, so I found it in the streets. It's all sad, bro.
It seems like the people with the least amount of education in any community usually have the most kids. A point that the movie Idiocracy hilariously made years ago. We've all seen a gang member in the hood with 10 kids, just like we've all seen an alcoholic couple in a trailer park with 10 kids. So stop all that. The streets are way more glorified in the streets than they could ever be on social media. And look, stop defending hip hop. You can listen to what you want, but if I listen to death metal and I tell myself that it's a positive movement, that's like saying Final Destination was an educational movie. And to the old heads, I know y'all have a different view since you remember music from the 80s and 90s, but that shit wasn't good for the community. It was just cool. Just like smoking a cigarette used to look cool back in the day. We had paid advertisements of people smoking cigarettes, bro. You can enjoy it, but let's not lie. Music is entertainment. Go read something. Damn. And I don't trust nothing a rapper say, especially a rapper as big as 21 Savage. But he said F the streets, so at the very least, I respect that because it's a good presidency.
Nah. I don't respect that because he's literally only saying F the streets just because of the simple fact his mans was in an interrogation room talking to the police, tipping them off, giving them hints and all that. And I said it to say this. It's only beneficial, the streets is only beneficial when you have power and rank. Because you can just move around rules. Let him have it. Look at Gunna. This is a perfect example. They was treating Gunna like an outcast because he said YSL is a gang. Versus Young Thug, Roscoe. I think Roscoe shot up the bus, but I don't know. Here's my number. Hit me if you ever need anything from me. Come on, bro.
That Blueface, man.
Bro.
Your baby mama was at Diddy house, brother. He kissed her and everything, brother. You shouldn't even be worried about the streets. If you keep this up, I'm gonna have to start doing you like I did Lil Baby in my old videos. And street culture is only your culture if you in the streets. If you not in the streets and you don't gang bang, it don't matter who you are. This is not your culture. That's why I don't listen to celebrities when they call people culture vultures. Cause some of y'all don't even know what your culture is. And you listening to people that get paid to have an opinion. I get paid no matter what my opinion is. So therefore, I just say what I actually believe. Why y'all think you don't see no sponsorships on my channel? Because no sponsor has reached out to me with a product that I believe in. I'm not about to push anything onto my audience, bro. Just like I wouldn't give a kid an alcoholic beverage. It's no different. But alright, man.
Hey,
I'm about to go drink a milk.
That's how you know what I'm saying? That's called integrity right there. That's called, it's a word for that. It's another word. I don't think integrity is the word. You true to your morals. And I respect that, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people aren't. A lot of people will promote a scam knowing that it's a scam. Just because it's a nice little payout. And hey, all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Honestly, bro, the streets are oversaturated. It's like they sell you a lifestyle. They sell you a lifestyle that it's cool and whatnot. Whole time, it's only cool if you have rank. That's how I feel, bro. But no, I'm going to catch you in the next one. Yes, sir.